Hey guys, Joe from SurviveTheWild.us here. Today, I'm just going to go over the contents of my first aid kit. Somebody asked me to go through the contents, so I'm going to do it real quick. This is the first aid kit that I carry in my butt pack. It's just homemade, thrown together. I think it's pretty good. I think there's a few things missing out of it, but I'll go into that when I get into it. So, first of all, it's in its own container. Self-contained, and then this is just water resistant, probably not really waterproof. So inside it's in a Ziploc bag. Now I believe in redundancy of gear, so I'm always thinking, like, that every pouch or pocket in my kit or gear, I always think of it in the context of if that's all I had. So I believe in redundancy of gear, so that'll play out, that theme will play out through this introduction here. So with that said, I already have a pouch, something to put stuff in if I had nothing else. I have a pretty decent Ziploc bag already. Hopefully it's still waterproof. So this is the contents of my first aid kit, and I'll try to go through it real quick. Sterile gauze pads, 4 of them. Stop bleeding, cover wounds. Cotton balls in a little plastic snack Ziploc bag. Also another little mini container, and cotton balls are also used for tinder as well. Condoms, so you've got water container. They're also good for, and also good for gloves. If you had to dig inside of a cavity, God forbid a stomach or something, to try to pull something out or whatever, you can use them as gloves too. I should have 2 in here. See if we can find the other guy. Should be floating around here somewhere. Can't find it yet. We'll see. Some hand warmers. Not exactly first aid, but here's the other condom. Not exactly first aid, but if you have frostbite or something like that, last ditch to keep your hands warm, come in handy. Antiseptic towelettes. There's 2 of them there. This is 10% povidone iodine antiseptic, and it's also the exact same thing. I use liquid 10% povidone iodine to sanitize my water. 4 drops per quart, so it says that on here too. Now I know that, but if somebody else was using this, if I dropped dead and I was with a group of people or something, it says here what it is. So it's good. Thinking about the team, not just myself. So triple antibiotic ointment. There's 2 of them here, but I got more in here. There's another antiseptic towelette. Neosporin, the maximum strength plus pain relief one. I would not have this in here. Yeah, it's pretty heavy, but for what it is, but love having it. So to each his own. It's just a knuckle bandage, kind of miscellaneous. Butterfly closures. These are great. Probably should have more. Good for keeping big wounds closed. Couple latex-free band-aids. Here's just a cloth roll. I don't have an ace bandage in here, but this stuff's pretty stiff. If you wrapped it, you could use it as an ace bandage too, and then secure it with some other medical tape. Scissors. Love to keep scissors. Got a little plastic thing on it. These guys have actually never been used. And I also keep a lighter. So, also, I have a source of fire. If this is all I ended up with, God forbid, or if I lost all my other, fire starting means, or just couldn't do it naturally, I have a lighter, and it's got some tape around it too, medical tape. But actually, what this is here for is to sterilize needles and the scissors. So, Tums, yeah, good for that. But it's also these are also calcium, which is one of the 3 electrolytes. So you got electrolytes there too. Oh, and that goes to salt. Some little salt packets for extreme, dehydration, or if you need the electrolytes. Here's another. This is electrolyte tablet. So these contain sodium chloride, potassium chloride, calcium carbonate, 18 milligrams. So let's compare these real quick. 18 milligrams of calcium carbonate, and Tums has. Now this is the EX750 extra strength Mamba Jamba, and calcium carbonate 750 milligrams compared to calcium carbonate 18 mgs in each tablet. I think there's 2 tablets in here, but in each tablet, so big difference. But this has other stuff in it too. Anyways, you get the point. More triple antibiotic. Steel wool. This can be used for cleaning and stuff like that. But it's really it's in here for improvising. Just last ditch type stuff. Like you can use it to bridge 2 batteries and start a fire. Or I've seen it done with a cell phone battery, bridging the 2 connections and putting a tinder wick, or you could take a cotton ball and ignite it, and it would work for that. You could use it to polish the bottom of a Coke can or something like that, to try to use the sun to start a fire. Anyways, just improvising. Steel wool is great to have. This is pills. They are nighttime cold and allergy. You got to know what your pills are. If they're not pre-marked, you got to know. Tweezers. These are just real basic, big tweezers. Probably hurt, but medical tape. That's a good amount of it. It's good when you need it. This is a non-adhesive bandage, I think they call it, non-adhering dressing. Q-tips, miscellaneous, can be used for tinder, cleaning things. A little light. Again, it's backup. It's redundancy. Of course, I have lights on me, but here's another one. And if you were, somebody's hurt in the middle of the night, or you're hurt and you're tending to yourself, it's not bad to have have a light right there doing it, just in case you need it handy. More triple antibiotic, Q-tip, just band-aids, basic band-aids. Really, not much use for those really, but they come in handy. Creature comfort. More salt for electrolytes. A couple different pieces of cord. Again, redundancy, but really for securing bandages if you need them. Tourniquet if you had to. Same thing with paracord, and this paracord is 550 mil-spec. It's also 7 strands, so you've got the 7 strands that you could pull out of here and use smaller if you wanted to, if you needed to. So, last thing I have is here. These more pills. So I've also got 2 straight razor blades in here, brand new. If you had to cut something open, or or yourself, there you go. If because the scissors might not always be the best tool for that. You might want a nice razor blade for a better cut. I got Sudafed, Benadryl, ibuprofen. Benadryl is great, especially if you're eating edible foods, mushrooms, something like that. If you're going to have an allergic reaction, or if you're with other people and they give you some medicine or something like that and you have an allergic reaction, Benadryl is really good to have. I also have a couple things of Dayquil in here. Dayquil is awesome if you're sick, you got a fever, you're not feeling good, it's wet, it's cold, and you have no choice, you have to keep moving. Dayquil will get you through the day. And last but not least, I got this inside plastic container with cotton balls separating them. That's 8 Percocets. not a lot in here. I mean, not a lot you can... What happens if you break your leg? You know, your bone's splitting out the side, something like that. You know, but you gotta get out. Miles to go. You gotta tough through it. So, you know, Percocets will, it'll take the edge off anyways. So, anyways, real quick, what I'm missing is, and I have in my, I'm missing needle and thread. A couple different kinds of thread I'd like to have. Like a regular black thread, really skin nylon fishing thread. Nylon would slip through your skin a little faster, little easier, wouldn't catch. Some floss wouldn't be bad. It's real strong. So needle and thread, and then the other thing, two other things I'm missing in here is I don't have Tylenol. I have ibuprofen, but I don't have Tylenol, which is good, you know, for a fever reducer. And the last thing that I want in here is super glue. Super glue is really good for, you know, if you got to close a wound, you know, pinch the skin together, you know, and then dress it up. Helps, you know, helps keep them closed. It's like a quick stitch, you know. That's about it. So that's my first aid kit, and I'll add the stuff that I said is missing as soon as I can. Should do it ASAP. Have a good one.